back, viewers. We're getting to know at the moment breaking news coming in that IGP Kashmir is visiting the spot. Remember, anti-terror operations are underway in Tral. We had brought you this information earlier that a dreaded terrorist had been killed in that encounter. It has been a massive win for forces. So as anti-terror operations are underway, it's the IGP Kashmir who is visiting the spot, the encounter site. That's the latest coming in at the moment. Obviously, the visuals which we are showing you are deferred visuals. We are obviously ensuring that the encounter, the operation is not compromised in any way. Anti-terror ops underway in Tral. The latest coming in is that the IGP Kashmir is at the spot. The encounter site is being inspected. Again, it has been a big win for the forces where the terrorists had been neutralized. Terror ops, anti-terror ops obviously have been underway. The army also has been putting out certain updates as to how search and cordon operations which were underway had led to an engagement after there was an open gunfire from the side of the terrorists, and our forces gave them a befitting reply. There was an exchange of gunfire, and then an encounter ensued. What is the latest at the moment? That these anti-terror ops are intensifying, which is what we know at the moment, and we also know that the IGP Kashmir is at the spot. Yawar on the phone line with us. Yawar, over to you. Give us more details of the same IGP Kashmir visiting the encounter site as we speak.
Well, top officials from the security forces have, taken first-hand stock of
forces have, taking first-hand stock of the situation here at the encounter spot, and which includes the JNK police as well as to the paramilitary. Now, pertinent to mention is that there is a high official visit of the Raksha Mantri in the Srinagar as well. So all the preparations with regard to this have already been in place. Talking about this encounter, there has been the inputs that there's militants have been killed, but the officials have clarified that the bodies are yet to be retrieved, and so as they are going to come up with the details shortly. But to you, the top officers from the JNK police, from the army, from the paramilitary, they have taken the first-hand stock of this encounter. This is the second biggest encounter in the Kashmir Valley over the past 48 hours. Earlier we saw that the three hardcore commanders of the Lashkar-e-Taiba were gunned down, and today the security force had a credible lead of three more local Jaish militants here. Now let's break down the details here. The intelligence have submitted and given the 14 active militants list after the Pahalgam carnage. Among them, these 6 people, 3 in the Pulwama, 3 in the Shopian, and 2 in the Tral, were surfaced all across. So we have been given the understanding that this has been seen all across. I will just ask you to stay with us. We have been given the understanding that this is a cavalcade of the IGP who is rushing to the spot. Yes, this is a cavalcade of IGP. IGP is rushing to the spot. Top officials from the JNK police, paramilitary, and other security agencies, they have been rushing to the spot. This is the IGP Kashmir. He is rushing to the spot to take a first-hand stock of the situation there, and also many other officials they have already there to take the first-hand stock of this encounter. That was exactly has been seen all across, because the operation is in a final and advanced stage. Back to you.
Well, absolutely. So the IGP Kashmir visiting the spot, massive anti-terror ops obviously underway, and you were also, detailing about how there have been 2 major encounters which have broken out in the last 48 hours itself. Obviously, post Pahalgam, the idea, the focus also is to clean up the local terror networks in the valley. The cleanup in the valley also intensifying. That's the intention, isn't it?
You are right. This is a cleanup operation that has been initiated by the security forces, made in the Shopian or elsewhere in the South Kashmir Tral, where we being in the understanding that the operation is intact. As I told you earlier, that there was a 14 active list of the various militants of the organization, including a few of the district commanders and top commanders. And on that note, 6 have already been rounded up, 3 have been killed, and 3 were having the inputs in the Tral as well. So this is the operation that have been initiated. Now remember that over the past few weeks we have been witnessing that in an undisclosed and disclosed location, multiple operations were initiated after the Pahalgam carnage. Some of the security forces have not shared so much detail because of the operational detail, and the Shopian operation is the first big operation of the Pahalgam Carnage, where the top commanders of the TRF were gunned down. And in the Tral, they also have an input that there is the Jaish-e-Mohammed militants present. For that, the counter-militancy anti-terror operation is still intact in the area. As we just saw that the IGP has rushed to the spot, so we can expect that shortly from now, we will be having the official statement over this encounter. Back to you.
Well, absolutely. And thank you for joining us with all these details. Viewers, we're showing you deferred visuals as we were telling you, anti-terror ops intensifying in the valley. IGP also visiting the spot. That's the latest which we know at the moment over the encounters which are still underway in the valley. We slip into a short commercial break. News and updates on the other side. Please don't go anywhere.